Recognize that riff? You'll see back here I have my Velvet Jimmy. I don't have a Velvet Elvis, I have a Velvet Jimmy. Today we're going to talk about the blues, and I just got back from the West Coast. Makes me think of the great Wes Montgomery tune, West Coast Blues. But when I started playing the guitar, I didn't know it or not, but my first favorite guitar player was Joe Perry from Aerosmith. I saw a picture of him and I thought he looked so cool with that BC Rich Bitch that he was playing that I said I wanted to do that. Now I didn't know what he sounded like yet, but I had gotten an Aerosmith record from my cousin. And the early Aerosmith records is a really good, strong blues foundation on there, and that was a blessing to get exposed to that. And then my next favorite guitar player was a fellow Houstonian, Billy Gibbons. ZZ Top was very well known when I was growing up in Houston because they were kind of our hometown heroes. And Billy's a solid blues player. When you meet Billy and he gives you his business card, it says, Billy Gibbons, friend of Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's another fine blues player, but Eric wasn't a big influence on me. But another guitar player that I grew up with was Neil Schon. And Neil Schon was in a great band that wrote a lot of great songs, but a lot of people don't know Neil Schon is a solid blues player. Grew up playing with Santana. So those three guys, Joe Perry, Neil Schon, and Billy Gibbons, were the first big influence on me. And as I started to learn about structure and songwriting, I kept seeing the blues in the background, you know? And that riff that I was playing at the beginning of this video today, that's a Depeche Mode song. And a lot of people don't think of the blues when they think of Depeche Mode, but Depeche Mode is deeply rooted in the blues and very spiritual music. Personal Jesus, that song. All that is a Lightning Hopkins riff. And you have to learn how to keep it simple and learn about structure, you know, before you get into more advanced styles of music. If you want to learn songwriting, you've got to be embedded in the blues. I think that's just paramount to having good structure. And, you know, even if you know music theory, and you know that a perfect fourth and a perfect fifth and back to the root is where blues goes as far as structure, that's the skeletal structure of it. Still, it's more important that you get that by ear, you know. And I highly recommend everyone watching this video to go watch a video by the great Alan Lomax, who was a musicologist. It's called The Land Where the Blues Began. And he goes all the way back to the Mississippi Delta, and he takes a look at, you know, the early origins of this music that's from our country. It's black music. You know, John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin said it best. If you want to see where music's going, you need to go back to the roots of our music in our country. All of Europe was studying our great black early musicians, you know, and a lot of them were in Dallas and Deep Ellum. So you owe it to yourself to go back to the river and see where it comes from, and it'll so much help your songwriting. If you want to do more advanced stuff, you know, with blues, you can, and I'm going to do a video tomorrow where I show a little bit more of that approach. But anyway, I wanted to start off this week with that. And remember to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can stay in touch and have an amazing year in 2016. We're going to take it to the next level.